8:35 is our time right now. Teen suicide. It is an epidemic in the Valley. Just last year, the number of kids taking their own lives went up 30% in Arizona. September is National Suicide Prevention Month. So this morning, we're sharing the story of a young Valley woman who lost her brother in 2019. And today would have been Adrio Romine's 22nd birthday. Like many, she didn't really see the warning signs, but she did understand his pain.
He's my best friend.
From the time they were little, Meritxell Adria and her little brother Adrio were inseparable. They had a tough childhood. Their parents divorced. Her father moved out of the country, and they moved around a lot, changing schools often.
And I think that kind of disconnect fed into a lot of what we both experienced as self-doubt. You know, maybe not being good enough, not knowing what the future holds, and just all of that uncertainty kind of piled up. We're the weird, smart kids, and it wasn't fun. You know, we definitely got bullied.
Adrio was valedictorian at Chandler High, graduating at just 16 years old. He went to ASU at age 17, before sadly taking his own life by the time he was 18.
I was so caught up in the stresses and struggles of my day-to-day that there's things that I wish I could have noticed before. We went through the ringer, and it breaks my heart to say that I'm not surprised that this is how things are. But I wish with every fiber of my being that they were different.
Losing her brother to suicide is what she believes saved her. You see, Meritxell was also on a dark and destructive path. For years, she thought about ending her life too, not realizing her brother would do the unthinkable first. When Adrio passed in 2016, it became a matter of survival for the sister he left behind.
I was really just surviving because I knew I couldn't do that to my mom. I couldn't leave her with 0 of her 2 babies. That just wouldn't have been fair.
That's when Meritxell's journey and career in the mental health field started.
Being able to make a difference and being able to help other families hopefully never have to endure the tragedy that my family is still suffering through is ultimately my goal in this work.
Meritxell now works as a program coordinator with notMykid, a nonprofit supporting the mental health and well-being of kids and teens here in the Valley. This 25-year-old's perspective is different because she has been in their shoes before.
I think thinking everything was my fault. I think the feeling of being a burden even when nobody's told you that. Glad I waited it out. I wish more than anything that my brother would have seen hope, held hope.
This chapter in Meritxell's story is just beginning, as there is plenty of work to be done. Depression and anxiety in teens are at an all-time high, growing in the past decade.
I wish I still had my brother by my side. I wish every day that he had another one. I wish every day that I could hear him.
So she has made it her mission to reach out to anyone listening.
Getting to know at the end of the day that you're not alone. I think that's what we need more of. And I know that he's with me. And I know that what he would want lines up with the work that I'm doing and the people that I'm helping. But what I know that he would want is what I think everyone should want, and it's for kids not to be dying anymore.
Meritxell and her mother started a nonprofit called Lullaboy in honor of her brother. And that's where she actually learned about notMykid and why she is now working with the nonprofit as well. Still ahead, this very difficult but much needed conversation about National Suicide Prevention Month continues this morning. We're going to take a look at the warning signs from notMykid. That is coming up right after the break. So stay with us.
Experience the joy of home suite hosting with help from Ashley. Pay 0% interest for 5 years on guest-approved essentials starting at just $17 per month or $999.99. Plus, save 20% on accessories store-wide to finish every look. Only at Ashley.
This young couple shopped all over town for a diamond they loved. A friend suggested, go to E.D. Marshall Jewelers. They have an outstanding selection of beautiful GIA certified diamonds from 1 to 20 carats. At E.D. Marshall Jewelers, they found the perfect diamond to symbolize their love. You can too. E.D. Marshall Jewelers. Best quality, best selection, best price. Since 1971, where dreams come true. Financing available. Scottsdale Road, just south of Shea. Find us online at edmarshalljewelers.com.
Aw. Okay, let's scamper along.